You're watching the Skateboarding Bros Show. Stories from the pioneers of skateboarding about the history and the fun of the sport we love. So the road was old asphalt, right?
He's kick turning around these things on a
Yeah.
slalom
Oh,
board.
look at that. Yeah, right. It's a kick turn thing.
Which is no small feat.
Exactly. The kid could control the board, that's for sure.
I think that was a flight.
I believe you're right. He didn't have a lot of doesn't have an issue with commitment on the skateboard.
Still to this day.
Bada boom.
Was this where he chirps?
Yep.
Yeah. Whoop out. But I mean, if you look at this hill, this was beautiful. I'm really, the asphalt was tragic, but the hill was nice. It was straight. It was, wasn't cambered. And it went right down to the water. I mean, this is just absolutely beautiful.
And it's a main road of Clearwater. To get this thing shut down was a big deal. More power to them.
It's Drew Street. It's still there. And now, I mean, at this time, it fed right to the bridge. Now the bridge has been relocated.
Yeah.
And that drawbridge.
Closed off now. But yeah, it used to be, that was one of the main feeders over to the bridge.
So this goes straight into a bridge or something now?
If you call this a left turn, it goes over and you make a right turn and you would go up over the drawbridge.
Oh, wow.
You'd feed into 60 or Gulf to Bay.
No.
Isn't that the hill that you guys were bombing for a while there?
Oh, that was on the opposite
no, it was a couple
side.
blocks. Yeah, that was a couple blocks over.
Side.
Yeah.
The loop.
The loop. Yeah, that was fun.
Maybe we go back and do some slalom down there onto the new entrance ramp just for the hell of it.
Is the loop even still there, or it was built over by the bridge?
It goes actually down to, it's part of the entrance into the new bridge, but it would still be fun.
I think Prescott Street. I've got pictures of bombing that, post. So the loop used to do the same thing this did, but from the opposite direction. And it was curvy and brand new asphalt.
And shut down for like 6 months. We skated that for a long time.
That's where we rode the Banes. That was the day. But this was this pretty picturesque place to have a skate contest.
Really? I was impressed when I showed up and I saw this layout and I go, Christ, man, they put some effort into this. That was you gotta do something, It's just, it doesn't happen unless you do it. And they did it, and that was wonderful.
That's all Muriel.
That course out. That course is something special. I laid out the dual slalom course too. But
you can see all my splice marks in the film because we couldn't make copies back then. So I spliced out some of the stuff, made other films. So it all got all chopped up. It's not like today, kids. It was 3 minutes on a cartridge. If you didn't get it, you didn't get it. And now you can just run it for hours. And
so those flight bibs, I think, are a big win. The bibs have got flight sponsors on them. Yeah, the flight name.
Call Ray Diaz. Ray Diaz. Calling Ray Diaz.
Yeah, we need Diaz. I don't know if he's got tech. He might have to come to Mott's place to jump on. But I want to go back there, Phil. You've made a valid point. The fact that you've got this and you preserved it and you've converted it twice once to video and once to digit. It's still damn good. It's great, man. I appreciate it.
It's what it is. Because without this, we wouldn't know any of this stuff. So it's just, I got to thank Professor Schmidt. Paul Schmidt converted all my Super 8 millimeter to VHS back in the day for what was it, some show he was doing or something. But then I took it from VHS and made it into digital. So this has lost a lot of its oomph,
Get that back, so
it wasn't that great to begin with. So.
Click it back about, the right little bit. Yeah, let it go forward. And there is Road Rider 6's That's Road Rider 6's right there.
That's Hudson's.
Is that?
Oh, wow.
That's why he won.
It's a
Yeah,
bigger.
he was riding a spoon nose. This was a graphite loaded. It had just been released, but it's a graphite loaded spoon nose. It was not. It wasn't cambered.
Yep.
And he ended up giving me that board after he left because he was staying at my house, and rode that for a while. And that got
That him right there. That was it, right?
yeah, that got.
And then the next one is
It is
what?
TA.
So the sixes were just bigger around.
Yeah, they were
Yes.
taller. Yeah, they were taller.
Okay.
They were rare as fuck.
So
There's a Turner summer ski right there. That may have been Evans. Because only the cool people had Turner summer skis. Turner summer skis or Ick sticks.
Phil. Okay. If you would, you need to get like 2 or 3 of those boards, the slalom boards, and you got to get this Alva. The sequence. If when you're cutting and splicing and dicing, this is unbelievable because it just shows you we weren't all there.
Yeah. Well, I think you're explaining it right now because we see the
And
album.
right there, you
That
got
was like a
lasers.
fiber flex or
Laser
something there.
trucks. Yeah, that's no shit.
I've been paying attention to all the variety. So we got Bennett's.
Yeah, Bennett. Yeah, right.
And those are the Hesters.
Yeah, or the Hesters. That's the Hester wheel, a little bit thinner.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, and you look at this. So, what slalom was to a lot of people was, oh, you loosened up your trucks. Oh, that's an Ick stick there.
It was shiny.
Yeah, that's
Foam fiberglass.
yeah,
Look at
that's
that. What is
either
this?
Ick or a Turner. But for most of the people, slalom was just loosen up the trucks on your pool board and go run downhill. That's all that was.
And didn't Evans ride like a tight foot stance?
Yeah, Evans was, I think we've got him in here. He's wearing an orange shirt and I think he's got brown shorts.
Are
Those
these
look like ACS.
Yeah, I don't think that's Evans. He was probably Indy at the time, or not.
No, Indy wasn't. I don't think Indy was there at that point.
So
these look like
70
mountain
at
climbing shoes.
79.
this is
Indy was
79.
just new.
March 79 is where we are.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. So yeah, it was Bennett or ACS.
So what's this thing?
And Hudson was riding trackers at this point in time.
Clear grip OJs?
So this is that may be a Radical. That may be a
Yeah,
Radical
maybe
board.
early version of Radical.
Yeah.
I think it might be. Was Helene here? He must have
Maybe.
been.
Yeah, it could be Helene.
So there was onshore winds. You're trying to go down the elevation change of 12 feet over 200 yards. Oh, man, if you
Yeah, so
stood
what
up,
was
you
that?
just
That was
stopped.
200 yards, you think?
Maybe. I mean,
It was a joy. It was a lot of fun.
oh, it was a great day.
I
Because
didn't see any of Tim Hubbard in there.
Roller skated. I saw Pat Parker in one of them.
It's amazing how many people this drew, and the sport had only really gotten back in action 2 years before this. So all of a sudden, everybody was starting to hop on boards and do
dude,
stuff. And of course, I'm the speed wobble hipper king. So I
Well,
wouldn't
we
do
had
any of
come.
this.
I had come up with my folks for this, and because I was on the Fort Myers Golf and Fun team, and we came up for this event. I didn't compete in the slalom. I actually didn't even compete because I was a nervous little kid and just couldn't bring myself to do it.
what's
What's that?
Linda Carter was just rolling past just a few frames before. Early skater. She's wearing blue OP shorts. Anyway, it's
I'm
Linda
trying to-
Carter, Wonder Woman.
That's what I was thinking you were saying.
not that one. But anyway, she was a good skater. She was it's fun to see just little things like that. Oh, I forgot about Linda. I think she skated out of Clearwater quite a bit.
Oh, she used to work the dock at Frenchie's. Stocky,
Yeah.
stocky lady.
Yeah. I think she'd be referred to as thick. That's the cool thing.
Big boned.
Interest. So Phil hit on something really good here. So if you think about who was here, we had people coming all the way from Georgia. The crew came from Georgia. I remember the groups from, God, what was the group up there? But Brian Lilgy and some of his crew were
Lil
there.
G, yeah.
All the way up, Stuart Singer came out from Texas. We had California there. We had people from Southern Florida. And, how do you find out about this stuff? Through the skateboard magazine,
No internet.
Muriel had to call him.
Yeah, I mean, there was stuff, it was.
And that was like $1 a minute on long distance, so it's not cheap.
Did
But
I just see a truck
I
going
had found
by?
out about it from obviously being at our local park in Fort Myers, and they basically they all went up as a team in the team van, and mom and dad weren't having that with me at that point in time. Because I was all of 11 at this point. So mom and dad weren't letting me off in the van with a bunch of strangers.
Quite smart move.
Little did they know that, when I turned 15, I would steal the car and drive to Jacksonville when they were out of town for 10 hours.
Nice.
Good boy. Good boy. You little criminal, you.
Did you make it back?
Barely. I skated for half an hour and came back.
Those are some nervous times, that's for sure.
I went to California, Tim. I came home this summer, 79, and said, I'm going to go and compete in California.
That's right.
And my mom said, no, you're not. And then they went to Europe, and I went to the Hester Series in San Diego.
Nice.
At Del Mar with Mandarino. Mandarino skated in a pool on the way out there. Fell. I told him not to quit charging. He fell and then sat in a car for 3 days.
Oh.
And he could hardly move.
Does Henry Hester still have a series? What's his latest thing? Or Mandarino? We heard from them.
Yes, Hester is still around. So there's they have an event every year for the Hester Series competitors. And they used to have a memorial event. Eddie Elguera used to do it out at his place there. And it was wonderful because the motto of it was remember the past and champion the future. And he brought all of the people who rode in the Hester Series out to this place in Palm Springs, fun little park. And we had a 3-day, just a bro fest, and people would come and watch us. And we're like, nobody wants to see us skate. We're a bunch of old men. It was fun. I mean, a lot of the guys were there that were still, there's still plenty of guys that were ripping, and he'd have guest appearances. Hosoi and Hawk would come out, and
Cap was there.
All the autograph hunters in the world were out. All the board hunters were out.
That's Crystal, Phil.
Oh, there you go.
And
Crystal was a nice gal. I always enjoyed chatting with her. She was just quiet, but she was a nice gal. I read Di Dutzen, who had the National Skateboard Reviews, doing something about some major slalom contest in California still going on. So it's a big deal.
Di lives about 20 miles away from me. I probably see her more on the road than anywhere else. We always see each other at events. We go, oh, how you been, neighbor? But she runs events here every now and then up in Los Osos.
So Mike McGill tells me they're going to do that again. The El Gato they're trying to get that locked in.
There's apparently a new skate park out there that is the shit. It's got a combi. It's a combi light. So
it was built by Sight Design and mixed reviews, from what I understand.
Well, I think I never liked the amount of tranny on the original combi. I'm just not I don't need 11 feet of tranny.
Or was that 7-foot of tranny with 4 foot of vert?
Is that Mandarino? Was that him coming down there?
I think so.
This is Hudson.
Oh no, that's
Oh,
right. The
Hudson,
shorts.
okay.
The shorts give it
Yeah.
away.
The shorts and the moose knuckle give it away.
I mean, he's a classic slalom.
Oh, look
Guy.
at the arm placement, precise.
So he couldn't ride vert. I don't think he ever did. He was just a
He could ride
slalom guy.
okay on vert.
Well, slalom and speed. He did do downhill. And actually, he's on the cover of the first Thrasher.
Yep.
Really?
Wow. Wow.
Do you have all the Thrashers, Tim?
I do.
Would you please make an? Are you home?
I have it home, but I have no camera.
Okay, that's okay. I want, if you would please make a note. I'd like to see if you could find the story of the Gainesville Lake ramp contest. I think there was coverage on it, and Mike Shelton, I was just chatting with earlier. He owned it. He built it.
Okay.
Might be something we fill in later, as we move on. But he's got stories, and I mean, that ramp, he tried to lock that ramp.
Yeah, that's never gonna happen.
Put a pipe across the bottom of it with chain through it and locked it into like concrete footers. And he came home one night and Bauckham was skating the ramp.
But it wasn't Balcom.
Oh, was it? It was you?
No. I'm just saying. But it wasn't really Balcom.
Well,
I'm sure he was using a different name.
Oh yeah.
He was using rude boy.
Yes. But he was skating the vert and he was ollieing over the pipe at the
That's
bottom.
cool. Very cool.
So the bad part is that, I mean, that was a legend. So you know why the lake ramp is no more, right? Did you hear the story about that?
Well, Mike
His house got
graduated.
broken into, and they stole skateboards out of it. And he was just like, "You guys just fucked up a great thing." And he got out the very next day and just tore the thing down. And it was just like, I couldn't. He was so disappointed. So that was the end, because I mean, it was a great place. I mean, fuck, that place was wonderful out there, wide open, and had
Hey, Ed, wrap the show up. I think we're done down the hill now.
Okay. Thank you for watching the Skateboarding Bros show. This episode is about the Clearwater Fun and Sun slalom contest in 1979, and we hope you enjoyed it. Please like and follow us on YouTube. Check out our website at skateboardingbros.com and Facebook at skateboardingbros.com or something of that nature. But thanks for coming back, and we'll see you next week. Thank you very much. Hello, let's talk about Boards for Bros. We collect skateboard decks from other skaters every chance we get. And then we raise funds to equip those skateboards with brand new trucks, wheels, and bearings so they're safe and sound. Each board costs us about $50 to equip. And last year in North Carolina alone, we distributed just shy of 300. So what we do is spread stoke one skateboard at a time. And what does that mean? It gives children the freedom to express themselves in developing skills and style. It's hard work, and it gives them exercise. Skateboarding is very social, and it improves their communication skills. It is also extremely challenging to learn, and so it teaches life lessons to get back up and keep trying. If we can help one child improve themselves, or even just have fun, then we all win, and we like the sound of winning. We are 501c3. You have been watching the Skateboarding Bros Show. Like and subscribe for more stories with the pioneers of skateboarding. Join us again when we have some special guests and more pictures from the past. Thank you.